Meeting.
Please share your screen.
So I'm doing it.
Okay. Have you shared? Because I'm not seeing the screen. Oh, she has gone off. Are you using a phone or a computer?
So I'm using the computer, but I'd first of all gone off.
Is it filing?
So filing the work.
Sorry?
Filing the work.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing, we agreed you share screen so that we can use yours.
I've shared, but even me, I'm not seeing the work.
You're not seeing the work that I sent.
Yes. So I've not seen the work.
Okay, let me use my screen. Did you read through the whole?
So I've seen the work now.
You have seen it now.
Yes.
So I leave you to share.
Yes.
But yeah, could you open the work and I see it on the screen because I'm seeing your desktop. Are you seeing my screen?
I'm
Are you
not
seeing-
seeing it.
You can't see my screen.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay, you stop screen sharing that side and I see, because I'm sharing and you're saying you can't see my screen. Are you seeing it now?
I've seen.
Okay, thank you. So we'll read through the poem 2 times, then we'll go to analysis. Is it okay?
Yes.
Please read first.
Anthem for doomed youth. What passing bells for these who die as cattle? Only the monstrous anger of the guns, only the stuttering rifles' rapid rattle can patter out their hasty horizons. No mark, words are very small. No mockeries now for them, no prayers nor bells, nor any voice of mourning save the choirs. The shrill, demented choirs of wailing shells, any bangles calling for them from such shells. What candles may be held to speed them all, not in the hands of boys, but in their eyes, shall shine the holy glimmers of goodbyes, the pallor of girls' brows shall be in their pearl. Their flowers, the tenderness of patient minds, and each slow dusk are drawing down of blind.
Okay, so I will read, then we start the analysis. Anthem for doomed youth. What passing bells for these who die as cattle? Only the monstrous anger of the guns, only the stuttering rifles, a rapid rattle, can patter out their hasty horizons. No mockeries now for them, no prayers, no bells, no any voice of mourning save the choirs, the shrill, demented choirs of wailing shells. And buggles calling for them from sad shires. What candles may be held to speed them all? Not in the hands of not in the hands of boys, but in their eyes. Shall shine the holy glimmers of goodbyes. The pallor of girls' brows shall be their pearl. Their flowers, the tenderness of patient minds, and each slow dusk, a drawing down of blinds. Okay, so that is the poem. And so, hope you read it before. When I sent the work, had you gone through it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, in this poem, what do you think is the subject matter of the poem?
It's a bit tricky.
You're saying it is a bit tricky. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Could you read this summary? Could you read the summary, please?
What church bells will ring for the young men slaughtered like farm animals? Instead, these young men just hear the fearsome rage of firing guns. The only prayers they get are the quick and jarring rhythms of rifle fire. These men will have no inappropriate rituals in their names, whether prayers or bell ringing. No voice will mourn them, except the choirs, the high-pitched and hellish noises of falling artillery. Buggles will call for the young men from sad hometowns and villages. What candles can be lit to help the dying soldiers in their passage from life to death, instead of young boys holding these faint lights? The soldiers' eyes will show the fading light of life as they say their goodbyes to the world. Instead of drapes over their coffins, the soldiers will be remembered by the grief-stricken faces of women and girls. Instead of flowers, perhaps the dead will be honored by peace and diplomacy, by more patience in the world. The end of every day will also be a kind of ritual, as those who live on after the war draw down their window blinds.
This is the summary of the poem that we have just read, and so it says these soldiers, what is expected to be done when they are dead will probably not happen. One is they're saying they will not be mourned by people except the choirs, and especially when the soldiers die in the war. Sometimes it is very hard to bring them back home. One, they would have spent so much time in the army, and so they wouldn't be knowing so many, and many people will not be knowing them. So a few will cry, yes, but the writer here puts more emphasis on the choir. When you go for the burial, the choir can never miss to sing. However bad the person may be, the choir has to sing. Even if people do not cry, the choir has to sing. So in this, these guys, that if they die, what could happen to them? Will they go to heaven? Will they go to hell? Will they be missed or will they not be missed? And what would be the cause of their death? Us normal people will listen to the rhythm of music, but for them they only listen to the sound of the rifles firing. So that brings in the idea of how soldiers do sacrifice a lot for the well-being of the citizens. So in this poem, there is a contrast. The writer or the poet compares two things at the same time. He compares the life of a soldier to the life of a layman. He compares what is done to when a layman as to that when the soldier is dead. So sometimes we know soldiers they rarely go to churches. They usually go to churches. So the writer here sarcastically says they may be probably welcomed in hell. because given the fact that they did not go to churches, because every time they are fighting, they are protecting the layman, and the layman is happily enjoying life and going into churches, renewing his or her covenant with God. And this the soldier does not have that chance. So if I do read again, maybe it will ring more a clear bell to your ears. Let me read it and you listen to it. Listen to the rhythm of this poem carefully. Okay. Anthem for anthem for doomed youth. What passing bells for these who die as cattle? Only the monstrous anger of the guns. Only the stuttering rifles, a rapid rattle, can patter out their hasty horizons. No mockeries now for them, no prayers, no bells, no any voice of mourning save the choirs. The shrill, demented choirs of wailing shells, and buggles calling for them from sad shires. What candles may be held to speed them all? Not in the hands of boys, but in their eyes shall shine the holy glimmers of goodbyes. The pallor of girls' brows shall be their pearl, their flowers the tenderness of patient minds. And each slow dusk a drawing down of blinds. In this poem, the reason as to why this poem is here, one is for the language that has been used, and secondly is the rhythm, the rhyme and the rhythm of the poem. So I do not know, Atiang, do you know anything about rhyme? Atiang? Atiang?
Yes.
Do you know anything about rhyme? Atiang?
Yes.
Do you know anything about rhyme in poetry?
No.
Okay. Okay. You look at this at this poem, eh? The very last words of each line. So when you look at every last word of each line, there are two words that have the same sound, though they are alternating. Are you following? Are you following?
I'm following.
Yes.
Oh, Daniela.
Yes.
Have you just joined?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Okay, so this we have a rhyme. A rhyme is how words that are being used, they could be having a similar or related sound. Rhyme can be at the end, and this rhyme, it has a rhyming schemes. I think I should send you notes on rhymes. So it has a rhyming scheme. There are two types of rhyming scheme. That is A B A B, B C B C, C D C D, E F E F, and then there is A B C A B, A B C D C D, E F E F, G G. So those are the two rhymes. Rhymes is you just get a letter of the alphabet. Let's say what is the first letter of the alphabet?
A.
A. Thank you. So look at the first of this. The first line is the last word is cattle. Yeah. So Atiang, what is the last word in the third line?
The last
Atiang.
word is rattle.
Yes. So could you read those two words? The last word in the first line and the last word in the third line.
Cattle, then rattle.
Are you hearing the sound?
Yes.
Yes. So those two, they have the same sound. But here, when you read those two lines together, it is like, what passing bells for these who die as cattle? You know, people are not supposed to be slaughtered, yeah? But these people, this guy is asking, what are we, like, when you read Houseboy, Town asks himself, what are we, black men who call ourselves French men? So here the guy says, why should man die like cattle? Because cattle is supposed to be slaughtered and fed by human beings. And here people are dying and fed on by and bacteria. So he's asking, what passing bells for these who die as cattle? Is there any need to make an alarm for people who die as cattle? Like, let's say he's asking himself, he's asking us to answer this question. These are rhetorical questions. Do we need to mourn people who die in war? Please, could you answer, Tiang?
Sir, pardon?
I'm asking, eh? Are you hearing?
Yes.
Do we need to mourn for people who die during the war?
Some, I think there is also some need to mourn for them also.
Okay. Could you explain it?
It's just like when somebody has gone to fight, maybe in some other country, it is something like protection. So people here at home, you find they love that person so much. So it is painful for someone to die.
Okay, that is correct. Muiza, what do you have to say?
Sir, could you repeat? Because I did not understand at first.
Is it necessary to mourn the people who died during the war, like the soldiers who died during the time of war?
I don't think it's necessary.
Sorry?
I don't think it's necessary to mourn.
Okay.
Because that's they were doing their job while they died.
Okay. So, Atiang, are you hearing the second version?
I've heard.
Yes, because let's take a scenario here. Uganda is fighting against Kony. Yes?
Yes.
Kony has his soldiers and Uganda has its soldiers. When a Ugandan soldier kills Kony's soldiers, Ugandans, we jubilate, we do not mourn, do we?
No, we don't.
Are you aware those are Kony's soldiers?
Yes.
So does Kony mourn? Does he mourn?
Yes, I think it does, because it's his, like, it's that it's his men that have died.
Yes, they are his soldiers that have died. So he has lost. So he mourns. But for us here, we are jubilating because we have killed an enemy. So this guy, what he's trying to mean is like, why should we mourn for those guys who fight wars, and yet those wars could be avoided? You could sit on the round table and avoid the war, but you intentionally decide to go on two loggerheads and fight, and so many people die. And that decision is an informed decision. You go to war knowing that I have to go or I have not to go. So you make a choice. Okay, so we go back to the rhyme. We have cattle and rattle. Look at this, the last word in the second sentence. What is it?
Guns.
Guns. Okay. What is the last word in the fourth sentence?
Orisons.
Could you read the two together?
Guns and orisons.
Oh, yes. So do you hear the orisons at the end of the word orison? The word sons, the syllable sons sounds the same as guns.
Yes.
Yes. So in that case, when you are marking the rhyming scheme, so cattle you put alphabet A, yeah?
Yes.
So when you got the second sentence, you read through. If the last word does not rhyme, does not go with the first word, you go to B because it is different, yeah?
Yes.
So here what we have already gotten is, it is A for cattle, B for guns, A for rattle, B for horizons. Do you get it? You get the point?
Yes.
So which means already, if you have a notebook we are writing there, we already have A, B for the 4 lines.
Yes.
Is it true?
Yes.
Okay, so we got the 5th line. The last word is
Bells.
bells. Is Atiang still on?
Yes.
Okay, but you're not saying anything. Okay, so the last word in the 5th line is bells. What is the last word in the 6th line?
Choirs.
Wires. So the first words we have seen, we have cattle, we have guns, we have rattle, we have horizons. Now we have bells. Is bells having the same sound as any of the words that we have seen before?
No.
So which letter are we supposed to give this? In alphabet, remember. Which letter?
Which line? The one of bells.
Yes. Remember, you're following an alphabet. A has been taken. B
C.
has been taken. So which letter comes in next?
C.
C. Even if you go to the last line and you see a word sounding the same as rattle, you give it a B, an A, because the words that sound like that, they have been given A. You understand?
Yes.
Even if the middle sentence, the last word has something like guns, a word is, let's say, sons. In the last, the line between, in between sentence and between the poem has the last word has the word sons. It means you come back to the alphabet and see, does son rhyme with any of the words that I have seen it before? If it rhymes with the guns, so it means which you look at what you give gun, you gave guns. You gave guns a B, which means that letter, that word, you also give it a B. You understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so here we have A, B for the 4 lines. So here we are getting bells, which is different from the other 4 we have seen already. So bells gets a C, you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so what is the next line, the last word?
Choirs.
Have we heard that sound before?
No.
No. Which letter do we give it?
D.
Sorry?
D.
You get the point. So now here, at this point, at young, up to the word choirs, could you read the rhyme scheme we have?
From the first.
A, from the first, yes.
Cattle.
Read the letters we gave them.
It is A, then B, then A, then B, then C, and D.
Yes, that is correct. So far where we have reached, this, when you're reading the rhyming scheme, you read them as 2. You read 2 pairs. So the rhyming scheme we have is A, B, C, D. Are you following there?
Yes.
Yes. So now we go to the next. That is, the last word is shells. Have we heard this sound before?
Yes.
Which letter is it?
C.
It is C.
C. Are you following?
Yes.
So that means we have See now the last line word is shires. Have we heard of this sound before?
Yes.
Yes.
Which sound is it?
D.
E.
D. Okay, so that means up to here, Muiza, which rhyme scheme do we have from the beginning up to shires?
We have A B.
Yes.
A B. C
Yes.
D.
Yes.
C D.
Correct. So are you following now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. We got the next, and the next is what is the last word? All. Yeah.
All.
All. Have we had this rhymes this sound before?
Yes.
Where?
I think A.
At A.
Yes.
Okay. A was rattle and
Yes.
and cattle. Yes.
Yes.
Could you read cattle and all? And you hear?
Oh no, they sound different.
Yes, correct. So they sound different. So it means all we have not seen it anywhere. So which
Yes.
letter do we give it?
E.
E.
E, correct. Atiang, are you following?
Yes.
Okay. So the next word, the last letter is the last word is eyes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Have we heard this sound before?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. So which letter do we give it?
F.
F.
F. Thank you. Now the next is goodbyes. Have we heard this before?
Yes.
Where?
It's also an F.
Yes, it is also an F. With eyes, we have eyes, goodbyes. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So we are giving it an F. Atiang, could you read the rhyming scheme we have up to here?
So from the top.
Yes, from the top. Had you written somewhere?
So I've written them.
Yeah, could you read, please?
So, but I've just confused mine.
You are confused, eh?
Yes.
How can I be of help?
So starting from here, choirs.
From choirs?
Yes, the letter. I've jumped out that letter.
Oh, you just follow the alphabet. Choirs go with shires. I sing choirs, then shires.
Yes.
Yes, those two, they go together. Muiza,
Yes.
could you help her? How did we do this?
It's A B. A B.
Yes.
C D. C D. E.
First
F
stop
F.
there. So it means choirs is D, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And shires is also D.
Yes.
So which means we have A B, C D,
C D.
C D,
Yeah.
E,
E.
F,
F
F.
F.
Yes.
Yes.
Atiang, are we together now?
Yes.
Okay. So we have the next, which is pearl. Yeah. Have we heard this sound before?
Oh yes.
Where?
Oh no, we haven't. We haven't.
Sorry?
We haven't.
With all.
Atiang, what do you have to say?
I think I've heard it.
Where?
From here, all.
Yes. So Muiza, we have all. It is the same as pearl. You hear the last sound. Leave P and R, but the last two letters, that is all and pearl. Yeah.
Yes. So it's an E.
Yes, it is an E. Yeah. So we got the two last ones. What is the last word in the second last line?
Lines.
Lines.
Minds, so it goes with blinds, yes?
Yes.
So had we gotten these sounds?
Yes.
Where?
So the one of minds and then blinds.
Yes. So which letter are we giving minds? Which letter?
Pardon?
Letter G.
Letter?
G.
G. Atiang, which letter are we giving? Are we giving blinds? Atiang?
It is letter H.
Letter H.
Yes.
Okay. So Atiang, could you share your screen? I see what you have written. Have you written somewhere anyway on the computer?
No, sir, I'm just writing in a book.
Okay, let's start here. Let me put. So this is A, this is
B.
This is B, this
B. C. No, A.
A. Okay, this
B.
That is B.
Atiang, you're following, right?
Yes.
And this is
C.
C.
C. Atiang, the next.
It is C.
Sorry?
It is D.
D. Okay. The next, Muiza.
It's no, sir. Choirs is D.
The choirs is D.
Muiza, this
C.
C. Atiang,
It is E.
sorry?
It is D.
D. Okay. Muiza,
E.
sorry?
E.
Okay. Atiang,
It is F.
F. Muiza,
F.
okay. Atiang,
It is E.
sorry?
E.
E. Okay. Muiza,
G.
and Atiang,
Letter G.
G. So this is the rhyme scheme that we do have. We have A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, F, E, yes. Then
G. G.
G, G. So that is the rhyme scheme. What is the importance of this rhyme scheme? So a rhyme scheme, could someone be knowing what is the importance of a rhyme scheme in a poem? Hello?
Yes.
Could someone tell me what is the importance of a rhyme scheme in a poem?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Okay. Excuse me. So the importance of this rhyme scheme, first, before I give you the importance, do you listen to music?
Yes.
Yes. So this is hip hop. You know hip hop?
Yes.
Yes. So hip hop, that kind of music that requires you to dance in waves. You go right, you go left. You go right, you go left. You go right, you go left. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Yes.
So in this case, that is why when we were dealing with this rhyme scheme, went every time we saw a new word, we went back to see, have we met it before? If we find it is not, that means we write a different letter. But if we find we have done it, it means if we haven't met it, we have met it rather, it means we put the same letter as before. You understand?
Yes.
So let's make it simpler. So we have here left, right. That's why I told the Atiang to read 2, 2. Yeah. So when you read 2, 2, it means one is on the right and the other is in the left. The first is in the right, the second in the left, the fourth in the right, the fifth in the left, the seventh in the sixth in the right, the seventh in the left, the eighth in the right, and the other in the left. So that is it means it brings out the musicality of the poem. So the other thing, the importance of a rhyme scheme, it helps the reader to master the subject matter of the poem. You understand? Because when you read the first sentence line, you may not have taken attention to it. But when you read the third and you hear rattle, you say, hey, that means this rattle is reminding you of something that you have read. It means you have to go back to the what you have read and see, have you read something related to rattle? Do you understand?
Yes.
Excuse me. Let's say you read what passing bells for these who die as cattle. Now you don't put effort. You go only the monstrous anger of the guns, only the stuttering rifles, rapid rattle. You say, hey, rapid rattle. So you have to look for a sound that you have heard. That means the word rattle rings a bell in your head that you have heard something related to rattle in this poem before. So you have to take effort to go and look for that sound, then you match them. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So you know, in Ugandan musicians, I don't know, what you hear are like, what people say it is Luga flow. You know Luga flow?
Yes.
Yes, that Luga flow is what they do here. Especially, I don't know, those guys of, is it Gravity? But the best guy was the agent. So how the agent sings, it is this. So this poem is likely to have been a war song. Are you following?
Yes.
Hey, those when the soldiers are going to war, there are those songs they sing. So this is a song that was sung by soldiers when they are going for battle. This song is meant to give them courage and energy to face the enemy army. Okay. Now I have finished the rhyme scheme. There is what we call alteration. Is anyone knowing something about alteration?
No.
Moiza, do you know
No.
alteration?
No.
Okay. Okay. You think could you read Atiang, could you read on my screen? Starting with after these photos, the first word is alteration. Could you read?
Alteration in prosody. The repetition of consonant sounds at the beginning of words or stressed syllables. Sometimes the repetition of initial vowel sounds or head rhythm is also referred to as alliteration. As a poetic device, it is often discussed with assonance and consonance.
Okay, thank you. So let's look at our poem. Are you seeing the third line?
Yes.
Could Muiza read that third line?
Only the stuttering flies rapid rattle.
Read well, please.
Only the stuttering riffles, rapid rattle.
Thank you. Atiang, could you read it also?
Only the stuttering rifles rapid rattle.
Thank you. Do we have what we read, what Atiang read on Google? Is there something related to that? Do you have something related? Could you, did you get what is here? Hello?
So I was requesting if you could explain again.
Okay, I explain this one.
Yes.
It is a repetition as it is written, a repetition of consonant sounds at the beginning of words or stressed syllables. A repetition of consonant sounds at the beginning of words, and these words can be following each other. Yeah? So they are saying it is sometimes discussed with assonance and consonants. Assonance, it is a repetition of vowel letters, and consonance is a repetition of consonant letters. So in our poem here, you can see in the third line, only the stuttering rifle's rapid rattle. Did you hear me when I was reading it?
Yes.
What is the consonant sound that is being repeated several times? At young.
Yes.
Did you hear me?
So it's something like an S.
An S.
Yes.
Okay, we have 1 minute, I think. So the letters that are being repeated is ARA.
Yes.
Rifles, rapid, rattle. All that also brings, also accompanies the rhyme scheme that we had. So it means rapid rattle, rather rifles, rapid rattle. It brings out the musicality of the poem. When you hear, there are some people, you know, Eminem. There are some musicians who rap with. They reach a point and they start. So that sound they make, yeah. Or
Yes.
sometimes they repeat the same word several times. So in here they repeated rifles, rapid, rattle. Could you find any other? Then we finish this. Do we have any other? I sing boys but. Hello?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, there is boys but here. And there is,
also,
sorry?
yes, shall shine.
Okay, shall shine. And this glimmers and goodbyes. Are you seeing it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. We go down.
And there is also the first C. The first C has no, now, no, and nor.
Okay, yes. Now this one?
Also drawing down of
Yes.
Yes, now, no, and
No,
no.
nor.
Yes. That is alteration.
Ah,
Yes, please.
what about dusk drawing down of blinds? Then blinds also.
Yes, this is what I was looking at the last as the last. We have dusk drawing down of blinds. So the major thing is dusk drawing down. Dusk drawing down. So these three letters, they all bring out the musicality. So when you're dealing with the poetry, there are those particular poetic devices that are not, yes, they are not very clear, but they bring out the intention of the poet. So it means you have, at the end of this lesson, we all agree that this is supposed to be a song. So when you're listening to today, when you go to listen to any song, actually I expect you to listen to any hip hop song or Luga flow song. Then you give me the alteration, the assonance, consonance, and the rhyme scheme of that, at least of one verse. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So please, for any inquiries or questions, And please check and send it in. Hope you are shown how to send the inquiries and the questions. So I would be happy to attend to that. And with that, I beg to stop from here. And I urge you to read as many poems as you can. And you can bring any question about any poem so that we handle it together. I thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for teaching.
You're welcome, please.
They are all teachers from all the world, but then they don't speak in the particular schools. There are people who have